Being a British YouTuber, I get a lot of messages along the lines of, "Oh my god, I love your accent. And what's it like to live in Britain? I'm so jealous. Do you like One Direction?" So I thought, because of the royal baby and all the hype surrounding that, we're feeling quite patriotic in Britain at the minute. I thought this would be the perfect time to do a video about living in Britain. Instead of me telling you what it's like to live in Britain, I decided to get some special guests from across the pond.
Hi everyone, I'm Savina, or well, better known as TheSavinaLee.
Hi guys, so my my YouTube username is DexNotDexter.
To ask me questions of what they want to know about Britain.
First question is, what kind of popular British foods are there in Britain? Like, foods that aren't available in Canada. Like, what kind of food are you guys famous for, I guess you could say?
A lot of popular British foods you do actually get in other places, yeah, but they're famous because of Britain, or you associate them with Britain. Scones, they're like little cakes. They can be sweet or savoury. You can have raisins in them, you can have cheese scones. Most people tend to have them with cream tea in Britain. Pasties, I love pasties. My mum makes the best homemade pasties ever. Pasties are pastry and then they have a filling, usually with vegetables and meat, or just vegetables, or you can get cheese pasties if you're vegetarian. Toad in the hole. Toad in the hole is basically like a batter with sausages in the middle. Fish and chips. Obviously we did not create fish and we did not create chips, but we are famous for putting the two together. A lot of time when you go to the seaside in Britain, there is always fish and chip shops everywhere. The Sunday roast. The Sunday roast is basically a roast made up of meat, stuffing, vegetables, Yorkshire puddings, potatoes, all of that jazz. When my mum suggests to have a roast not on a Sunday, it's almost like she suggested killing a human being. You just can't have a roast not on a Sunday, unless it's Christmas. The Christmas dinner is basically a Sunday roast, but to an extreme.
My first question is I guess in Britain you guys have tea time? Exactly what time is tea time? Because I wish we had tea time here.
Tea time is usually the evening meal, which you may also know as dinner/supper. It might be a bit confusing because obviously because of tea, and we drink tea over here. Me and someone are going to have a cup of tea. I wouldn't say we're having tea time, I should say we're having a cuppa or something along those lines. And then if I was talking about the evening meal, I would say what we have for tea.
Second question is, how is this lifestyle in Britain? Like, is it really fast paced, or is it like more relaxed?
I think the lifestyle in Britain varies depending on where you are. Obviously if you go to the capital, which is London, it is very fast paced and hectic. But if you go to somewhere like in the countryside, it's very quiet and peaceful. Where I live in Plymouth, I say it's kind of a mixture of the both. It's an average sized city. You get that kind of fast paced feel about it. You also get those really peaceful moments, and there are places you can go where there aren't many people around and you can have like a really relaxing day.
And then my second question is there a local place somewhere in Britain where they just make the best food, best pizza, fish and chips, some like the best local, like maybe sandwich or something like that? What's the name for that restaurant and or place? No.
I don't really know how to answer this question. I suppose it depends on the food. I don't know. I know the best place to go to get pasties would be Cornwall, because they're created in Cornwall and Cornwall are famous for their pasties.
And third question is, how are the buildings there, or specifically houses? Are they more close together? Are they attached to each other?
Yeah, I've noticed in places like America and Canada, like, why are all your houses like miles apart from each other? Do you just not like each other's company or something? Because in general in Britain, most houses are attached to either side, so you've got two next door neighbours both attached to you. Obviously if you go to places like the countryside, or if you had like a really big house, obviously you would not be attached to anyone, but in general most houses are attached here. My house is actually a semi-detached because it's on the end of the road. That basically means we're only attached on one side, which basically means we get a bigger garden than everyone else.
And then my last question, what's one thing that maybe happens yearly or maybe like twice a year that's special there but not celebrated anywhere else in the world, or some special occasion?
I don't really think we have any proper like special holidays that we celebrate over here that we don't celebrate anywhere else. But we have bank holidays, and I never really understand the purpose of a bank holiday. If someone can explain to me the purpose of a bank holiday, I would be highly appreciated. Basically, a bank holiday is a public holiday where you don't have to go to school. Most places are shut, so a lot of people don't have to go to work. We have quite a few of these in a year. We have May Day, which is the first Monday in May. We also have the last Monday in May, and we also have the last Monday in August, unless you live in Scotland, because they don't have that. And we've also had like special bank holidays, like one-off bank holidays, when, say, there's been something to do with the royal families. Yeah, so when we had the royal wedding, we got the Friday off, but it also happened to be the same time we got May Day off, so we got a 4-day weekend, and it was the best thing ever. And last year we got a day off to celebrate the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. And that's basically all the questions I've got. What I can say is that I quite like living in Britain. People in other countries are like, oh my god, I want to live in Britain so bad. It's not all that, but it is an alright place to live. Like, I like it. And I want to say thanks to Dex and Savina, and also thanks to Isabel, because even though she wasn't in this video, she was meant to be in this video, but technology just failed her. I realised that my 100 subscribers competition has now been shut for 2 weeks, and I still haven't announced the winner because I haven't got around to it, because being in Cornwall and then coming back and everything's been I've been really busy lately, so I haven't had time to sit down and pick the winner, but I'm hopefully planning to do that over the next week, so you have that to look forward to if you did enter. And yeah, I'm going to try and get more talky videos up. At the minute my channel is just full of vlogs, and I feel like I need to get back into the hang of talking, because this video, you won't know this because obviously you've only seen the edited version of this video, but it's going to take a while to edit because I'm making so many mistakes. I was just going to say bye, but I feel like the appropriate way to end this video would be to say toodle pip.